One of the reasons for this high turnout are the presidential primaries. All of the candidates have flooded Wisconsin over the last week and a half. The biggest battle is in the Republican race, where Ted Cruz is hoping to stop Donald Trump in his tracks. Charles Benson's been all over this story for months. Charles, where do we stand with a couple hours left to vote?
Well, Senator Ted Cruz expects to win tonight, but will it be a big enough win to put Donald Trump's front-runner status in doubt? Trump hit turbulence in Wisconsin, but he campaigned here right up to the final hours. All of this means more speculation about an open convention. I asked RNC Chairman Reince Priebus about that and the talk of a draft Paul Ryan effort.
The rule's simple. I mean, there is a rule, and the rule says that you have to get a majority of 8 states in order to be placed in nomination.
But that was the 2012 rule.
You know, whether I understand, I get it, Charles. But look, Paul Ryan's not running. Paul Ryan is not going to put a floor operation in place.
Donald Trump greeted voters in Waukesha this morning. He thinks he'll do well in Wisconsin tonight.
The polls are busy, huh?
They are busy.
We could have a big surprise tonight, folks. Big surprise. Feels like South Carolina. This feels like New Hampshire. I think you're going to have a big turnout. You're going to have a great surprise today.
Senator Ted Cruz took a risk last night. He refused to put on a cheese head.
There is an ironclad rule of politics, which is no funny hats, and any hat is by definition defined as a funny hat, and that just Michael Dukakis demonstrated that powerfully when he put on a helmet and rode in a tank, and so I will cheer on the hats of others.
For the record, he did eat Wisconsin cheese. However, Ohio Governor John Kasich criticized the tone of the Cruz campaign in Wisconsin.
He is Senator Smear, and people say, well, you seem to be pointing things out. Yeah, I've said all along, you know, I'm not a pincushion or a marshmallow. He smeared Ben Carson. He smeared Marco Rubio. He smeared Donald Trump, and now he's smearing me.
And Kasich dreams of being the nominee after convention deadlock, which is why Trump and Cruz also agreed that the convention rules should block that. A lot going on. Ted Cruz in Wisconsin tonight. I will be there at that particular campaign, guys.
Charles Benson, thanks.
And it could be a close race for the Democrats tonight. The latest polls show Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders just a few points apart. Bernie Sanders campaigned here until the very last minute. Shannon Sims has been tracking the candidate. She joins us now with more. Shannon.
Carol, the most recent Marquette University Law School poll showed that Bernie Sanders had a 49% to 45% edge over Hillary Clinton. It's sure to be a close one tonight. Clinton held a campaign event this afternoon in New York State. That state votes later this month.
I think there are 3 tests that we have to apply to whoever is running for president. First, can you produce positive results in people's lives? Secondly, can you keep us safe? And can you lead the world based on our values? And then, of course, third, how do we unify our country?
Bernie Sanders has been trying to convince Wisconsin voters that he is the most likely Democratic candidate to win come November.
This is what momentum is in national poll after national poll. We beat Donald Trump by huge margins.
Now, I will be at Bernie Sanders' campaign watch party tonight to see the results come in. That's happening at Wicked Hop, that's in Milwaukee's 3rd Ward. The Hillary campaign will be joining Mayor Barrett's watch party in the 5th Ward. Steve and Carol.
Okay, Shannon. Busy night. Thank you very much.
In Milwaukee County, voters will decide if Chris Abele gets another term as county executive.
State Senator Chris Larson is challenging Abele. Katie Crowther is covering the Larson campaign, but we're going to start with Courtney Garish. She's with the Abele campaign.
Hi, Carol. We are live at Ugly's Pub on Old World 3rd Street. Things set up for Abele's election night party. It's quiet here now, but that will change after the polls close. And we caught up with Abele earlier today. He said his nerves are actually pretty good. That after a tough battle in the February primary and things being too close to call heading into today. Milwaukee County Executive Chris Abele voted this morning on the city's near west side. Since the primary stunner, Abele has been working hard to get his message to the voters.
Telling our story and why we want to keep doing for another 4 years what we've done for the last 5.
Part of that message, fiscal responsibility, and what Abele says he's accomplished in that time frame compared to his opponent.
In the last 5 years, my opponent hasn't passed much of any legislation. I've dropped hundreds of millions from the debt, stopped raising bus fares, never have in 5 years, finally reformed the Behavioral Health Division, we're ending chronic homelessness.
And Milwaukee County Executive Chris Abele not expected here until 8 tonight when the polls close. And we'll be here live all night. We are live on Old World 3rd Street. Courtney Garrish, today's TMJ4.
We've got everybody covered for their election news. Thank you very much, Courtney.
Katie Crowther continues her live team coverage now.
She is live at State Senator Chris Larson's campaign headquarters in Milwaukee. Katie.
Carol and Steve, Chris Larson supporters are here working tirelessly, making calls, rallying the vote, trying to sway last-minute voters to choose Larson over Abele. We caught up with Larson earlier today as he cast his ballot.
I mean, we ended up winning the primary despite being outspent 20-1. I think that was a pretty good indication that people are ready to make sure we're moving Milwaukee County forward again.
Larson and his team looking for a repeat of the February primary in which Larson got more votes than Chris Abele. But it was a very close race. Will tonight be even closer? Larson says he's out for the people, not for special interest groups, and believes he's going to come out ahead.
And we've been out there in the community having conversations and getting a really good response. So yeah, I think momentum's in our favor, and I think we're going to win today.
It all comes down to tonight. We will be with Senator Chris Larson all night, and we'll continue to bring you the latest. Right now, reporting live from Milwaukee, Katie Crowther, today's TMJ4.
Katie, thank you.
Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett is running for his 4th term, and he's holding his watch party tonight at La Perla Restaurant. There's a live picture. Barrett voted early this morning at Nisquera Elementary School. He later went to Ian's Pizza for lunch and met with voters.
Milwaukee Alderman Bob Donovan trying to unseat Barrett. Here's a live picture from Donovan's watch party. This is McKiernan's Tavern. Donovan voted today at the Oasis Senior Center. He's a longtime critic of the Barrett administration. Nearly a dozen other cities around southeast Wisconsin also electing mayors today, among them Kenosha, Hartford, Mequon, Sheboygan Falls, and Burlington.
In a big statewide race for a seat on the Wisconsin Supreme Court. This is expected to be close. Governor Scott Walker appointed Justice Rebecca Bradley to finish out the term of Justice Patrick Crooks, who died back in September. Bradley is holding her campaign party tonight in Wauwatosa. That takes place at the Crown Plaza Hotel.
Appeals Court Judge Joanne Kloppenberg running against Bradley, holding her campaign party in Madison. The winner gets a 10-year term on the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
And stay with today's TMJ4 for complete election coverage. We have results on air and online as soon as they come in. Our election special begins tonight at 9 p.m. It will continue through live at 10 and beyond.